What's up, guys? What is up? What is up, family? How are you doing? Today's Tuesday. Um, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? I hope that the beautiful Venusian, a very lovely, grounding, wonderful energy of this Taurus season. I hope you're feeling into it the same way that I am. However, I'm sending you love and light. I could see how, where's our child? Where's our Palo Santo? Um, I could see how these times could be intense. You know, we will all find ourselves falling at different paths and points on our journey. We all have unique soul contracts. We all have different timings. Look, honey, some of us sometimes we be showing up to class and we realize it's time to do the homework. Maybe we haven't been doing it, or maybe we're in different grades and different points of our journey. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. How you doing? How you feeling? Okay. Thank you so much for being here. If you find something that activates you, resonates with you, if you are just my friend showing up in my soul gang, if you find encouragement, support, stability, accountability, energetic check-ins, whatever you find over here, if you hit like, that always helps us just kind of mingle and be seen and kind of circulate through the platform to connect with our soul family. You know how I feel in the age of Aquarius, especially with Pluto and Aquarius and the redistribution of a lot of energy into a lot of new timelines. Did I burn myself? Yeah, I bet she was like, "Whoa, she's gonna burn herself." Child, I burn myself all the time. Listen, I got them old seasoned fingers. Love and light, not old. We don't claim age in that same way over here, do we? Do got some seasoned fingers though. They've been they've been through some things. I'm enjoying the sunlight filtering through the window, but I feel like I keep blocking it. I wonder. We'll see if that helps us a little bit. I felt like getting a rune today, you guys. I felt so drawn to my runes. I use those in one-on-one work. Oh, y'all, that's so crazy. I thought I had my runes, but this purple bag is my witching runes. Huh, that's funny. Well, Spirit must want us to use those as well, but I am going to grab my other runes. Hold on, guys. Here they go. Yes. Mm-hmm. I love that sound. I just love that sound. All right, there we go. Okay. Um, yeah, so listen, this Grand Cross, we're still pretty locked in. We still pretty gridded up, okay? Yeah, but I do listen. I love the energy for us still. Moon and Sun in Taurus. Take big advantage of that. Of course, the moon will move on quickly, but it's a wonderful time to really get your emotions down into your body, to practice embodiment, to practice breath work is good today, like walking meditations, open eyes, open senses, very sensual experiences with all five senses, very Taurus, very get the fuck outside. Take your shoes off, please. Do your grounding work. Thank goodness, hello, 2025, we have finally caught up with the shamans. Grounding it's science, okay? It is science. Do your grounding, okay? We are shedding a lot. We are in convergence with a lot of different timelines. We have a lot of electromagnetic activity going on, and we are right in them here and stuck in the middle with you, okay? Why are we channeling that song? Woo, what is it? Please. It's stuck in the middle with you. I'm chuckling because, woo, it's a big grand cross. Um, Excuse me, I'm sipping a drink. On the note of electromagnetics, um, yeah, whenever we have a grand cross, we talked about how beautiful and powerful, empowering, life-changing that this Taurus season really can be, even leading us into May and May Day on the Wheel of the Year and the starting off of the bonfires, right, and the fire rites and VL10A energy and Fae and high vibrational frequencies. All of this, right, all of this. I love it. We love to see it, but it can get really tense, okay? I mean... Woo, you can't make it up. All the fixed signs in a Grand Cross. And where they're at, Mars, Black Moon Lilith, Pluto in Aquarius, right? Moon, Sun in Taurus. And then not to mention, you know, hello, Venus in her beautiful new cycle. Wait, have we flipped into Aries yet officially? That's going to be so big for Venus. Is it another day or two, I think? Yeah, she's at 28 degrees in Pisces. Ritual baths are really great right now, just FYI. A lot of energetic cleansing and release is still coming through. I'm feeling that. Did you see what I'm saying? Isn't that just like, ooh, ASMR? No, I don't have the right kind of microphone for that. Yeah, Neptune and Aries, of course, at that 1 degree mark. Super powerful. Why is the North Node still whispering in my ear, though? Child, where's my mouse? What do we have going on, North Node, today? We're still in conjunctions, yes, of course. Conjuncting Venus and Neptune, yeah. They're still hanging out together in a group, you know. I think that... you know what? I think that North Node is kind of sitting with counsel and coaching. It's like giving these last spiritual whispers into Venus, you know, because she's going to go on soon. And, you know, we're in a whole new Venus. Wait, when did her inferior conjunction was like back in March? When was it her star point? Anyway, we're in these new Venus cycles now, and so it's really beautiful. She's going to start moving forward. I figured out how to sort these Venus cycles. So the Venus cycle that we're in right now would be called her inferior conjunction, right? She's the morning star. Yeah, she's still morning rising right now. And if you've seen her, you know, she'll be, I think she's going to be getting less bright soon. But anyway, child, I'm getting distracted by Venus. Yeah, I think Venus is receiving a lot from the North Node right now. I'm definitely hearing and feeling that. But yeah, how are you doing, guys? I think that no, you know what? Let me go back. Spirit is saying go back. I think that I'm chit-chatting with you about Venus because we keep talking in different connections with different, I work with other readers, intuitives, beautiful, spiritual, just lovely people, right? And we are just chit-chatting about the energy of the heart chakra. We've been talking a lot. What did we keep channeling last year? Shout to the heart and you're to blame, darling, you give love, bad name. Remember we kept singing that? Man, it's really beautiful how we've incorporated all of these frequencies from the total solar eclipse in Aries. We had all that Aries energy. We've been doing all of that work. That eclipse portal now, we've come out and cleared it all. We've integrated. We're coming back down into our bodies. It is like a reconnection, keys and codes reconnected. I was describing to someone that it made me think of like puzzle pieces, but like they were made of light and they were and like boom. It was almost like different. Remember how we were channeling in a previous message, in a collective message, talking about different parts of your light body. Wow. What spirit? What are we trying to say? Different parts of your light body coming down and being grafted like into you. Um, what was that song? Again, it was coming through when I was talking to my friend. And I feel it's like a ray of light. And I feel like I just got home. That's come through before. And I feel da, 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 da. It's like a ship landing. No pun intended. Spirit is chuckling. It's this solar gate, this heart chakra, this portal. You know how we are always saying that's your gateway, right? The keys and the codes and the toroidal frequencies, the rhythm of the heart whoop, 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 that circulates all of this through your body, which is connected to your fascia. It's your rhythm. Yeah, it's like entering through a new portal. That is still coming through so big. It's very powerful. So in your everyday life, you may feel this as like really huge integrations in the heart chakra, really grounding into your body and really feeling yourself in a whole new way. It is a very tangible, very human way, but it's ascended somehow. And it's like waking back up and being like, oh shit. And you can, again, we can back this up to what did we say? You really could take it all the way back to like 2018, 2018. Not quite a decade, but not far from it. What is that? Would that be like 8 years? Two block sets of fours. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about that whole time. 2020 to 2024. Yeah. It's a reiteration of the closing of those cycles and portals. This is a new portal. As Venus moves forward into Aries, it's going to be big. She understands her worth, and now she's going to recross back over that reset, that 0 point reset. It has to do with all these codes that have been coming in and how they are reintegrating in our heart space. Of course, I was talking to a friend about, the heart chakra. It's the commanding point. I'm seeing, what is that movie where they're commanding from the inside of the body? It's like all the emotions and stuff. Your heart chakra is there, reading these codes. There's been a shit ton of reprogramming, and now we are grounding back down. We've got all of our non-GMO organic seeds in our little hands, and we're like, wow, we're going to plant a whole new thing, a whole new world, right? We're going to plant the things. We got to be patient. Spirit is stressing. Patience is important right now. Compassion, but with boundaries, child. Don't play with a fixed earth sign energy. All these fixed signs. What a fixed sign will do is put you in your place real hot, quick, and in a minute. Honey, I'm sorry. I think you misunderstood the boundary, because that's how we do, okay? Let's get a rune, you guys. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Yeah, moving your body is important, okay? Earthing, grounding, touch the soil. Be communing with your gemstones, your plant babies, your animals, which is very Virgo all year long. Be in that hermit mode, protecting your energy with a bright lit lamp, okay? What is this? Oh, I have a gemstone in there. I forgot about that. I was like, that is not a rune, child. All right, what do we have, Spirit? All right, contrary to popular belief, I do not have my favorite runes. I have runes tatted all over me. My favorite runes I have memorized, but not every single rune. Huh? Oh, I typed it wrong. What? Hold on, guys. I think there's going to be a lot of light codes, a lot of photogenics, neutrinos, specifically light codes. Light. Remember how we kept talking about last year, because it was ruled by Leo, right? And it was this energy of light, integrating all of it was like sacred geometry, light, keys, all of this stuff kept coming through. That is now in our body. Our DNA is actually changing. Something like this is what I'm tapped into. No, this is not Manaz because Manaz has like little legs and it almost reminds you of like a little. Oh, the guys. Why am I tripping, y'all? The guys, not us in here talking about the sun, talking about light codes, and then the guys comes out. Um, wow. It's kind of like breakthrough light, daylight energy. What song am I hearing? Baby, I can see your halo. What is it? Something like, it hit me like a ray of sun. I don't know. I'm hearing a certain line, but I can't remember. Um, so it's like daybreak, right? It's like the breaking, child, not me talking about breaking dawn. Don't judge me. Mind your business. Okay. So we have daylight. Esoterically, of course, or should we say better metaphysically, it is very much like illumination. Um Growth, like I completely have this in awakened, like new self-awareness. What's a word for that? Starts with an S. Spirit. Satori. Oh, I did not know that was a Buddhism term. Satori. I wonder how you pronounce that. But it's a Japanese Buddhist term for a sudden intuitive awakening, a moment that is profound and you have an understanding about your nature. Seeing one's true nature. Very interesting. Understanding as well. If we bring that down to a different tier, it can be, oh shit, I understand. And perhaps this can be, as we move forward, Venus, still hanging out, still kind of washing her hair, and maybe she's getting out and drying off, but still having conversations with the spirit of Pisces and between realities. But she's like, you know what? I fucking get it. Our heart chakras, I see my worth. I understand. I'm hearing, y'all. Somebody understood the assignment. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, I'm sorry. You'll have to hear that. Understood the assignment is what's coming through. What is this? The shape of Degas with two triangles intersecting at the summit can be seen as representing the emergence of duality from a single point. Not us getting ready to upload this video that I'm going to be sharing with the master spirit of the dragonfly. And I'm going to bring back my dragonfly candles, I think. The emergence of duality from a single point, highlighting balance and harmony that comes from awareness. When you invoke and work with the energy of Degas, I literally have a balm that I make, and it's infused with dandelion, like the oil is infused with dandelion petals and leaves and roots and shit, right? And that's the base of the energetic oil. It smells amazing. It smells like sunshine, and I love it. But yeah, the whole point is when you invoke the energy of Degas, it's like having a charm that dispels. It's the empowerment of the light of your personal awareness. And it's like you immediately return to cinder. You dispel ignorance. You dispel the darkness. You dispel the lower vibrational. You get what I'm saying? Bold change, a burst of light. Nuh-uh. That's talking about, it's like, okay, spirit. Okay, spirit. I love this energy. I love it very much. You know what this reminds me of is that in this grand cross, how do you want to say, spirit? Yes, I understand. We understand that Pluto in Aquarius trumps. I get it. Big boss on the board, right? Big boss. Okay, but when it comes down to the embodiment in this current incarnation, in this current reality, and you can expand up and out, and you can meditate, and you can do X, Y, and Z, and you can Kundalini all the way up to, I don't know, another galaxy. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, in this incarnation, you agreed to have this human body experience. And what would be the ruler of that? That would be the sun, right? The most important thing to do with your work at this time is to come back down into your body. Now I'm seeing someone who's like self-illumination, self-awareness, self-actuality. Satori, that's what we're talking about. Comes back down into their body in such an empowering way. It's like I'm seeing rays like shining out of their eyes with light. It's like there's some kind of, why am I hearing a talisman? That's crazy because I just finished reading Stephen King's book. And at the end, there's this talisman of light that dispels all these evil guys who are trying to hop dimension timelines. What? Stephen King, not you being on some shit. That book was written in like the 80s anyway. Child, it's the same story. It don't ever change. This would be changing characters. Look, anyway, I like the synchronicity though. Okay, Spirit. Isn't that fucking fascinating that we would pull... It's probably too close. It's okay, though, that we would pull daylight, but that we would also pull the moon. That is so fucking fascinating. It's the balance of duality. Spirit says you can't have one without the other, but it's also noteworthy, right, that... Okay, are we switching decks? Oh. Hey, magician on the bottom. Yes. That's that beam shining out your eyes. Your Satori just busting into the dimensions all around you because you sat back down into your body after all this work you've been doing. Yes. I'm hearing no weapon formed against you shall prosper. That's funny because I was sharing this meme today. Talking about the same thing. Okay, we're gonna go with the modern witch. Wow. Yeah, anyway, I was gonna say it is interesting that we have daylight and that we have moon here, and they're both in Taurus today. There could be an emphasis on that point. To really, really embody your emotions. Okay, that work is super important. Slow down. You got to feel it to heal it, okay? Or else it's just going to keep coming back up. So the fact that the moon and the sun today, Spirit, yes, are still in Taurus together is important. Okay, so yeah, it's important to bring the emotions down into the body, feel them, find a rhythm with them. We need to end, okay, something's coming through about ending for some. You know, your emotions just being so completely ungrounded and out of check that they run you and they rule you. And you would say, well, how do I get there? It's because you're maybe depressing them, repressing them, not expressing them. Okay, expressing emotions in a healthy way and learning how to go through that process doesn't mean, you know, we're drowning in them. And I relate to that because I have a sun and a moon in Aquarius. And so we tend to just think, oh, well, I analyzed all of those emotions perfectly as soon as they popped up. That's not feeling them, though. So we will have a tendency like a bottle just filling and filling and filling and filling. And then they'll just all come out. So there's something about embodying emotions, giving yourself good outlets. Integration is really important. Maybe the emotional body, because we're talking about embodiment and emotions. We have sun and moon in Taurus today. So the emotional body is being highlighted today. What impact does it have on your well-being? I like to teach people, thank you, Spirit. Not the King of Pentacles and the Empress. Listen. Yeah, see, it's really important to return back to that divine ebb and flow. You're being asked to be open to receive. Okay. Maybe it's that struggle, you know. It's a lot of Taurus energy, Earth signs energy, obviously. What? Let me tell you, I do not put reversals ever in my decks. So it is so fucking rare. It is so rare, you guys, for a card to ever be reversed. Six of Swords? You know what? Dead at, as soon as I was saying it, let me tell you what this feels like to me. I was literally about to say, for some, I include myself on this, we struggle to go into a receptive divine feminine mode, and that's regardless of gender. I'm talking about divine feminine, understanding. Now, let me preface, we need healthy balance. Left brain, right brain, divine masculine, divine feminine, giving, receiving, working and flowing, creative and producing. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Intuitively sitting and being, resting as far as being productive. Okay, you get what I'm saying? We need balance. This incarnation and this dualistic nature of reality that we're currently in, which will begin to ascend and change over the next 20 years. However, where we find ourselves at this time is that it's very important to be seeking balance. It always is. So what seems to be highlighted here is that in order for you to elevate to more grounded cycles where, how do we say, you've established longevity after giving birth to a lot of new creative things. This could be you recreating yourself, you recreating something in your career, creative inspiration. This could be, shoot, girl, I just came all up out of Pisces and I went over all those 0 reset points and I just rebirthed my whole ass self. Maybe you just moved to a completely different place. You know what I'm saying? Take it as you will. Wow, judgment on the bottom as well. Dude, I'm still just like, I cannot believe. And I know it's not going to ever be reversed in my deck. It flipped out reverse too, just to make sure, hey, I'm make sure you see it, okay? So, but let me get back to this. What I'm feeling again, very Venus Taurus energy here, very Taurus, but also all the earth signs are present here, right? Capricorn, Virgo. In order for you to build back up to this point, you need to become open to receive something. And if your hands are busy holding on to something, you got to be open to receive what's coming in anew. It's like divine inheritance time. It's big, okay? You could resonate with a storyline that involves like a masculine and feminine. It doesn't have to be, you know. You might feel like it's really time for you to call in material abundance or reestablish yourself in some way. Anytime Venus opens a brand new cycle too as well, by the way. Of course, on preface by Pluto moving into Aquarius. Preface by Neptune moving into Aries. And then soon, Saturn will join the gang of the reset of all fucking resets for the next couple hundred years. For real. That's not hype. That's real. You can go research that in astrology yourself. It's huge. So the way that we are trying to set ourselves up is for major, major longevity. Very important right now. Foundational building, very important right now. But the universe wants to bring something in for you. You deserve it. You've given to other people. It's time for you to receive. There's a big message about choose yourself. Okay, but here's what I'm getting to. This Six of Swords flipping out in reversed is you absolutely cannot continue to... Okay, let me say this. Six of Swords upright is going to be good job. Way to heal. We love that you've moved past the trauma. We love that you're evolving. We love to see you do the shadow work. Go on ahead to the calmer shore. Okay, this right here. Now, this could be someone projecting to try to pull on your energy. The High Priestess is here, but she's not in reverse. This is being wise. Have good spiritual hygiene. Trust your intuition. Listen to your dreams. Okay. If you need to do spiritually projective work, child, I said projective. See, you see what I'm saying? Spiritual, really good spiritual and energetic hygiene is super important right now. I will die on that hill. I will say it like a broken record. Absolutely. Because when you're in such a huge timeline convergence and you have so many people like cutting contracts, cutting cords, and child, even if people are not out there moving and doing this in awareness, it is happening collectively regardless, okay? And everyone will be affected. And it's this thing of you're gonna have to stand accountable for whether or not you've been doing your homework these last, it could be decades for some, it could be years, it could be 8 years, 10 years for some. Who knows, right? It's time to go ahead and say, actually, it's been time. To be honest with you, when Pluto finished out Capricorn, it was time. The receipts was already being clocked at that time. So now, everybody's going through graduation. It's going to become more and more strikingly apparent, like, honey, y'all don't have y'all's robes on? Yeah, maybe you thought you was going to hide that your ticket had not been stamped as complete, or that you failed the classes, what have you, right? Now we're dun 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 dun. That's so funny. You could say the high priestess looks like she has a robe on, right? Oh, everyone sit down for their class spirituals. Really good job, High Priestess. Thank you so much. What is it? Valedictorian, salutatorian. Thank you so much for your spiritual homework. You really did. You're an excellent teacher. You're going to go ahead and get promoted to your new assignments now. Hooray. It's looking like Dharma is giving North Node. Great job, right? Dun, 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 dun. It's going to become very obvious, though, who's not wearing a robe, who didn't do the work. And I'm not talking about new, sweet, little, precious little babies who are just waking up on their self-awareness path, on their healing journey, etc., etc. That's not what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know you done been here too long. Stop failing classes. Are you even trying to graduate? Are we devolving? No, we don't. Ew. 2025 is not giving we copy people's homework, because no, the fuck we don't. No. What do I look like over here tired? I'm trying to look replenished and refreshed, singularly focused in Taurus season and moving forward. Don't come over here asking to take off my homework. No. You won't even know where to call me at, because we won't be on the same vibration. That's what it's giving. Going back to when the Six of Swords is reversed, it's either speaking of a person, an entity, a frequency, a timeline, or you. This is the energy of you cannot keep carrying the baggage of this weight. Is it your past? Is it, shadow work that wasn't done? Is it difficulty asking for people to help you? I don't know. What is it? Maybe your spirit guide, Six of Swords coming out in reverse, and then the High Priestess saying, hey, listen, ding, ding, ding. You know what I'm saying? And Spirit's like, hey, yeah, so we need you. There's just a few things we need to review before you get your gown, right? Love this for you. Graduation's going to be great. Ooh, can't wait till Saturn gives you your new Dharma assignments. Love it. We love it so much for you. But listen, we need to talk. We need to talk. Maybe Spirit wants you to come in and talk about someone pulling on your energy, or someone feels that they can kind of continue to ride your coattails. Because remember, Spirit guides, okay? Why am I picking up some sort of energy off this Judgment card? We're protected, right? I feel like this needs to be up here because we are protected. We are well guided. Spirit's like, let's make a definition between these two. Okay, Spirit. Why is this like, Spirit is saying we need you to get over here, meet with us in the principal's office. This is like Professor, what's her name? What's her name? She needs to talk to you. She's going to review with you so that you can walk the stage and get all your Dharma and all your goodness and all your divine inheritance. And yes, all that, right? But we need to talk. What is this coming through? Why do I feel like... for some, like new clairs, new healing, new spiritual abilities, new something. It doesn't have to be only that, too. It can be a blockage of you hearing the new assignments, right? Like, hey, you were supposed to meet up with us beyond the veil, but we never saw you there. Maybe this is a message that spirit is really, your spirit guys, right? Angelic protections, an awakening up here. I'm getting a lot of angelic, you're so protected. Maybe they're running interference for you. I'm feeling Pluto of retrograde off this. Maybe this is something up here off that's more to come. Maybe you're going to go through an awareness and awakening, and then you'll be more in this energy ready to receive, but there's something here. Maybe this transition has just been really fucking hard on you, and you're like, I'm feeling the weight. Okay. But Spirit is saying, Six of Swords is really, I like to teach people this. The Six of Swords is you ask for help, man. Call upon your ancestors, your spirit team in the higher dimensions that serve the highest and best good and harm none. Call upon your ancestors. Call upon, you know what I'm saying? Ask the earth to help you. Ask for help. What is it? I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, okay. We did a private group ritual. That's why I was sharing those pictures with y'all. It was so powerful. I was like, if anybody even just looks at it, I think they'll be affected with beautiful, prosperous energy, health, wealth, abundance in all ways that serves the highest and best good, right? But yeah, because we're friends, we need to connect. We need to help each other out. It's a huge foundational restart. There's a lot of opportunities for alignment, but it's like if you're going through growing pains, do you want to ask for help? Okay. Are you still sitting and stewing in a lot of the negative emotions, maybe? Negative emotions. We got to come out of the past. We got to come out of the past, okay? Maybe a friend is wanting to hold your hand and say, hey, come on. Right? Let's not fill the boat with old wounds that's so heavy that the swords, they damn near start poking holes through the bottom. You're going to sink. You're not going to be able to swim to the next new shore, right? But with the High Priest coming out, yeah, your spirit team is ready to advise you. Dreams. What do we have? Page of Wands and Temperance. Page of Wands and Temperance. Like balance and harmony and moderation. Okay. Alchemy. That's kind of funny. Temperance came out because we were literally just talking about balance and harmony, and everything's got to be about balance. There's a rebalance that needs to occur. But this is what we really have to deal with, because Page of Wands is over here too. Inspiration, new beginnings, creative energy. I like it though. Eight of Swords still on the bottom. Yeah. And look, we're processing it right now. Okay. We're processing it, but I love that this is where we're going, you know? The High Priestess and Temperance. I like that. Maybe balancing what you give your energy and attention and focus to in your everyday life. Ready? Ready. Why did I say that? Ready? I don't know. Maybe Spirit's trying to ask, are you ready to receive the Page of Wands energy? To be like passionate about a new project, you know, inspiration creatively or spiritually. But what I was going to say is like balancing your daily routines, because we're going to keep coming back to that with a Virgo ruled hermit themed, like wood snake energy during this year. Where was that tab that I had saved that's making me think of? I can't find it. But I mean, there's so much profound. I mean, it's the green wooden snake this year, right? Profound transformation, huge shifts, very, very big release of the past, very, very big new beginnings, right? I keep saying we're doing so much new foundational work in this Taurus season. It's huge. It's going to continue to ripple out through May as well. But it does remind me of this grand cross energy. Remember how we were channeling like Pluto and Aquarius is not impressed by Mars and Leo. Really not. And it's not to belittle the Mars and Leo energy. It's very important, very powerful. We love to see it. Very inspiring, very noble, very regal, very creative. But, you know, Mars and Leo is like, let's go. I'm super inspired to do the thing. But it's like, I don't know, between the Temperance and the High Priestess, I'm getting like, okay, but have you checked in with your highest and best version of yourself that you have access to right now? Are we moving in the proper alignment? We don't want to be trying to remanifest new cycles that are based in the past that we are still carrying weight from. So this can also be a message that continues to, I see pop up everywhere of, I'm hearing, we're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Right? Take it slow. Whoa. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. There's a slowdown. There's a rebalancing in your daily activities, okay? There's something about normal routine patterns, right? We do have a south node. We're progressing more into really understanding the nodal axis of this cycle, north node Pisces. Is it in spiritual alignment? Are we still reconnecting to that higher timeline that we saw for ourselves? And then when we do come back down and really ground into the body, what does that feel like? What are we investing in? Time, energy, literally money. Again, anytime a big new Venus cycle starts, we do think about money. Money is the tangible currency exchange for what we value in place of giving our energy and giving our time. Time is in this incarnation, and the way we have to understand is that it impacts our physical body, right? Time is precious in what we decide to do with it, okay? So there's something here for sure, reevaluating what you pour your time. Is it really worth it? Is it? What do we pour in our time in? Time waster. Something about time wasting, you know, because you could be meditating. You could be out in nature. You could be learning a new skill or craft. You might say there's something about how you spend your money. Because divine inheritance has to have a good container to be poured into. Oop, I don't know. Spirit was like, sure, can't pour into no leaky ship. I know. That's why they need to ask for help. Okay, overall, but I like this energy. I really do. What do we want to get? You know what? Let's do something different. Let's do a sacred geometry card, you guys. We're just ordinary people. We're not, though. Like, we're literally these beautiful divine sovereign souls. But still, we need to take it slow. Take it slow. Okay. Ooh, not us getting Heart Woman. Wow, together we fly on the bottom. That's a beautiful card. Heart Woman. I'm hearing a song, something long dress woman. Dang, I can't remember the words. Something long dress woman. What is it? I bet you someone would know. Long dress. That's not Credence, is it? Dun, 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 dun. Is it Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress that I'm humming? Why am I humming that? Saturday night, I was downtown working for the FBI, sitting in a nest of bad men, whiskey bottle. Ooh, I don't know. Why is this giving a vibe of like somebody daydreaming about a person that they can't have anymore? I don't know, or something like this. I told her, don't get scared. You're going to be spared. I gotta be forgiven if I want to spend my living. That long, cool woman had it all. It was CCR too. No, it wasn't. No, no, no. Who sings that? The Hollies? I'm gonna have to listen to it when we get off here. I haven't read that in forever. Anyway, I don't know. It's this weird energy. But that's a collective energetic frequency of, and it will hop and hop and hop and hop. You know, I gotta hold on. I gotta hold on. Oh no, oh no. What do you mean I have to pay? What do you mean I have to carry my weight? Karma. I thought karma wasn't real. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? All these things are playing out. A long, cool woman in a black dress, da, 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 beautiful and tall. With just one look, I was a bad mess. Interesting. Maybe that someone has a memory or something connected to that song. Not working for the FBI, though. A DA, man. Let me get out of here. People are getting that karma, though. So silly. Bless. Love and light, we got to evolve, you know. Just as a reminder, though, we did open up this whole energy frequency with the dawn, with the day, with enlightenment, awareness, awakening, true self. Satori, right? I understand myself so profoundly that it's just like coming. And again, I'm going back to this Stephen King book that I just finished reading. He has this moment at the end of the book. Shout out if you love Stephen King. Also, shout out if you've ever read The Talisman. He has this profound moment at the end of the book that the talisman, the energetic, the light frequency, the rebuker of all the evils in the timeline of that story, right? The talisman was always in him because he was the chosen heroine, hero. He was on the hero's journey in that story is what I'm trying to say. And he had to come into the knowing, very Neo-like, right? That he was the talisman and the big bad scary man was chasing the talisman. And in the end, he realizes he can give it to the man because the man, i.e. the villain, i.e. the entity, the frequency, however you would like to say, the devolving timeline of energy, didn't understand that it was nothing about a fucking talisman. Just like finding a feather, it's not about the feather. The person you think is so weird who's picking up an acorn out there, it's not about the acorn, honey. They're energetic talismans. But I digress. He realizes that he can just drop the talisman because he has now become the talisman himself. And it's this really cool ending to the whole thing. And, wow, we're integrating the soul. The solar gateways are in us. We are the energetic talismans. But they don't understand that we've dropped the trinkets because we know what we are. So they're still chasing trinkets. I don't know, Spirit. What is it that's coming through? I feel like you guys will get it, though. I feel like you will understand. And if not, this is your message to understand that you're the talisman. Let's read number 61. It's really beautiful. It's coming through because we were talking about Venus. Okay, so by the way, this is the Sacred Geometry cards for the Visionary Path. Francine Hart, really beautiful. Love it so much. Inner knowing and integrity, Heart Woman. The Heart Woman is filled to bursting with the radiance of the universal love and light from within. She holds, oh, you know what, y'all? And when he dropped it at the end, he was like, you can have it because I feel sorry for you. And that just like obliterated the soul of the quote unquote bad guy because it was so full of love and compassion. But at the same time, this profound realization that was just like, and the talisman just explodes into light. Y'all, I can't believe synchronicity is wild. She holds in her arms 3 water lilies, which represent our potential for enlightenment. And she is surrounded by vibrant feather-like geometry borrowed from a 2006 crop formation. She stands firm in her heart essence, and here represents the highest and best in us all. This card requests that you, man or woman, connect with this woman of heart and your inner knowing and core integrity. How might you more fully embrace life's potential and live wholly from your heart? What must come to the surface in order for you to live your personal truth? That's interesting because I happen to lay her down right on top of this Six of Swords, High Priestess. Something better come to the surface or else your boat's going to sink and you're not going to be able to cross this bridge to get over here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like these are more connected to this Judgment card, though. I feel like it's supposed to be more like this, honestly. I really do. I feel like this is angelic protection, protection in the higher realms, so that you can get this spark. Shot to the heart. I don't know, something like that. Okay. Be not afraid. Okay, not us talking about angels. Look at all of our wings over here, by the way. Be not afraid, right? It says this in the book. Be not afraid. Release feelings of inadequacy and realize that by the original integrity of your soul, you are a powerful being of manifestation. You are loved and the beloved child of God, Goddess, perfect and whole, nurtured and loved. Resolve today to connect with your inner knowing and the reality of your divinity. This brilliance is fundamental to all beings. As you let your gifts shine, you also give other people permission to do the same. As you are liberated from the worry of not being good enough, your presence will, without a doubt, liberate others. Like a chain reaction is how I see it. Allowing your light to be a beacon of support and encouragement in someone's darkness may aid in liberating them from the shadow and dullness that holds many in doubt. Allowing your light to be a beacon of support. Interesting. Okay. Stand fully in your own inner knowing and trust the integrity of your heart. In the reversed or cautioned, like cautioned shadow energy, be mindful that someone you know lacks integrity and make sure that a certain person is not you or no longer connected to you. Ah, that's interesting because I felt so called to lay it down on top of these two cards right here, right? I don't think that's a coincidence. Child, ain't nothing a coincidence now. Come on. 2025, we know this. All right, guys. You know what I want before we close? Hold on. Why we got to put all the stones right here? Spirit said, if you don't get this out your boat, okay? This could be an old version of you in that boat sinking it. Whatever it is, child. Whoa. Bravery on the bottom of the deck. It kind of matches the color scheme of that, doesn't it? Ooh, I feel led to put it down. Bravery. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Okay. Ooh, 5151 Optimism. Very beautiful indeed. I feel called to put it down over here. Look at that shift. We love to see it. Okay. Let's read 5151. It's the last number in the book. That's fascinating. Oh, I'm sorry. The infinity symbol actually is. You're on the right path. Keep your chin up and stick with the positive way of thinking. Your goals are within reach. However, there may be quite a few obstacles on the way. Staying optimistic in the midst of the obstacles, because we have to tear the house down before we actually do a rebuild. Can you say it with me? Stay optimistic. It's not toxic to be optimistic, and I rebuke the fuck out of that as disrespectfully as possible. It's not. There is a such thing as toxicity and like not living in reality in certain situations, but they're very specific. Okay. Man, I'll debate you all day. Don't play with me. I got Aquarius stellium. I'm like the queen, the boss of sitting at that table with a poster hanging on it with my coffee cup talking about come and convince me I'm wrong. I wish you would. I'm going to debate you all day. And that comes from a person who has, I can't say all the words of the dark shadowed things with my South Node in Scorpio that I incarnated to transmute through pain and suffering by experiencing them in love. Okay, child, I'll still debate you all day long on optimism. Come over here and try to tell me I can be too optimistic? Ugh, get out of here. I rebuke you. Rebuked. Rebuked. Okay. Listen, staying optimistic and flexible with your options is the answer. And it's going to be the answer for the rest of this year. And then next year, we're going to enter into the year of the wheel. It's going to be like, and you're going to be like, I never saw this coming. I know. And I love that for you. It's what it's going to be. But listen, this year we need to be optimistic, okay? Channeling positivity towards a desired goal. Noticing possibilities in unexpected places. Big changes, future opportunities, breaking free from limiting beliefs, because all this Taurus work we're doing. And also, let me remind you, let's milk the rest of that juicy marrow out of Uranus being in Taurus. Uranus and Taurus at the 26th degree. Let's keep working with the remainder of that unexpected, wow, I didn't know I was going to get abundance from here. Wow, I didn't know I really needed to liquidate those physical assets. Wow, I didn't know I was going to be living this different lifestyle. My routine has changed so much since the year started. Wow, I'm so surprised that I've come into this new self-awareness of embodiment. And there's so much more balance and harmony that I have access to all this creative energy. I'm going to be brave with it. I'm going to be optimistic. I don't have to be unrealistic. But look, sometimes, okay, we need Tesla. We need a fucking apple to hit somebody on the head. We fucking need, look, we can make a list all day. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference where you are. That's very North Node in Pisces. You have to have a wish. You got to tell the story first. You have to dream a dream. And you got to be optimistic and a little bit fucking weird and super brave to even do that. That's what I'm tapped into. The guys. Don't let the moon overshadow us about balance, okay? We can't keep doing that. Because you got Delulu fucking cray-cray, dark, sadistic, low, energetic, vibrationally frequency. Entity run, very, very, it's giving very low 3D energy. Okay, definitely not 4D. Most definitely not 5. We are not claiming that we are going to keep living there. So if you don't over-optimize them, you feel what I'm saying? If you don't outdream them, ew, their dreams are running the whole narrative, and it's giving, that's really nasty. That's ghetto. In the best way, I'm saying, but let's look. This is not really in the best way. I'm trying to sound nicer, but it's not meant to be nice. It's very Sun and Taurus. It's very fixed sign Grand Cross. We're going to tell you like it is. From the top of the pyramid. We ain't even fighting with them in the ring. What is their ring? Ew. Very, very in the swamp. Rebuked. Okay. I don't accept declined. Ugh. This is what we've always done. Rebuked. Okay. Listen. Okay. Reversed cautionary energy would be misconnections. A warning to keep your eyes open. That's interesting because this has a big ass eye. Oh, did I move it down here? Child, because I was about to say we got a eye pendant. I have a tattoo as well. We guard it over here. Okay. Warning to keep your eyes open, a time of uneasiness during transition. Yeah, because listen, just because stuff gets hard, what do we teach? We used to teach the sweet little precious babies in Free Forest School. I can do hard things. And we don't have to be ugly to each other. We probably in a group of people that's doing the other hard shit too, and we can be like, hey, I see you. Oh, I see you too. Let's hype each other up. But I'm hearing a song. It's not appropriate. Hype your bestie up. We will leave it at that. I digress. Fear of change. We rebuke that and return it to the fucking sender. You will not evolve in the age of Pluto and Aquarius if you fear change. I love you so much. We love you so much. Abraham Hicks, right? But honey, it's giving drowning. Okay? Okay? I take action and trust my instincts. It don't get no more Sun in Taurus than that. Okay? I think it was Molly McCord, and I'll have to read more into it, but she was talking about Uranian. No, what was she saying? She was talking about Uranus being in Pleiadian degrees right now. Child, what is this now? Uranus. The Spirit wants us to touch on it before we go. It's, sorry. Oh, sorry. They're doing landscaping outside. Hold on, guys. It's going to be loud, but I don't want my dogs to bark and then just add to that. What is this now? Is this what? Okay. Ooh, I will have to bookmark this page and learn something new today. Now I want to know if I have any of these. I'm going to look at my chart too. Okay. Pleiadian, of course, right? Seven Sisters, the Record Keepers, creative, artistic. You know, you got Syrian, Arcturian, Indigo, Crystal, Andromedan. I mean, we could keep going on. Minotaucans, Lemurian. Look, you can definitely check it out. But this is very interesting about the degrees. The degrees of 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29 degrees in the zodiac signs of Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Oh, shoot, y'all, I think I do have these degrees. Ooh, child, in my sun, moon, and rising. Listen, Linda. Okay, but listen, yes, this is what Molly was talking about. Shout out to Molly McCord. Go check her out. She's freaking literally amazing, and I love her. I listen to her every single week. And I have for years, even before I was like officially studying in classes. She offers a lot of learning material. She's amazing. Anyway, starseed Pleiadian degree points here where Uranus is traveling right now. Wow. Okay, that makes sense for the Page of Wands. Your spirit guides are trying to bring through, you know, maybe new starseed light codes if you resonate with that. If you don't, that's okay. But maybe one of your signs is Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Cancer, Capricorn. Maybe those apply to you or someone that you have in mind. That is so fascinating. Oh, you know I'm about to dive into this later. Very fascinating. Okay, so maybe that's confirmation with someone who resonates with Pleiadian. What, child, you know what else is wild is I was just doing a meditation with you guys know I love JJ. Activations with JJ. She has a new cellular upgrade. Let me do a sidebar real quick. I trust JJ. I don't really do I don't do a specific energetic downloads and activations and stuff with people on YouTube unless I go and consult with my own higher self and my spirit team, because man, y'all got to be careful out there. You don't know who's speaking into your life, especially when you don't know what they're saying. If you haven't been through enough of your spiritual journey and teaching and learning, you don't know how to protect your energy. Like, you can't just be hopping out all willy-nilly and letting somebody be speaking stuff into your ear and your mind and your mental programming. You all know what it is, okay? Respectfully, but you do you, all right? That's just me, who's been through a shamanic apprenticeship, had multiple teachers. You know what I'm saying? Piece of advice of the day. All right. But I stamp of approval JJ. She's amazing. Even before she really did all this, she had a podcast, and I just love her. I would trust her. But she has a beautiful Pleiadian transmission. She, so if you resonate with that, I don't know, maybe that's why this is coming through at the end. Oh, excuse me, guys. What is it today? Today's Tuesday, 4/29. Numerology energy would be what? 6. Very grounding and harmonious day. Yeah, we can see that in the cards. Okay, but I love you guys. I think that's all I have right now. And I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. Okay, take good care. Love you so much. Appreciate you. All right, bye.